sisters.
One mic.
Zero filter. Welcome to our podcast.
If you're driving, walking, hiding in the pantry, we're just glad you're here. So, how has the week been for everyone?
I've had a busy week. Very social week, in fact. I've had a friend visit from India and I showed off Manly Beach to her.
Oh, nice.
No shark in sight.
Oh, yes.
She was suitably impressed.
Thank God for that. How about you?
For me, it's been a mixed bag of a week. A bit like the weather lately.
It's been a busy one with work for me. School calendars, lots of chocolates, and just one gym session, but hey, for something. It's also been a few weekends of family birthday celebrations, which is always fun, but I'm also looking forward to just a free weekend. Which brings me to today's topic. So today we're talking about freedom, which sounds dramatic, but we promise we're not about to start a revolution. So when I say the word freedom, what does that mean for you, Amita?
I don't know what it means, but the first thing I think of is George Michael. Freedom!
Of course.
Risk of giving away my age, big time. George was my first love. Sorry, Pancho.
I think he already knows that.
Yes,
He does. But yeah, that was my first thought. But
That's a very gorgeous thought. Sangeeta, how about you?
Freedom, it means different things to different people. For me, freedom is being able to do what I want, when I want, and without having to ask anyone. So pretty simple and straightforward there.
Yeah, that's so true. Similar, I guess, for me. Financial freedom is a big one. Being able to do what I want, when I want. For example, getting an airline ticket and going to visit my bestie, or buying that bag that I had been eyeing forever.
oh yes, let's get another bag for Neha.
Hey, there's nothing wrong in being superficial. But it's just something about the freedom of being able to do that and without feeling any guilt.
Oh
I
my
think.
God. Yes.
Yes, yeah, guilt, that's a big one. But also, when we were younger, freedom meant being able to go out and not be answerable to anyone. Now, freedom means we can stay home and just watch TV and not feel judged.
Yes, hopefully.
I think if I put myself in the shoes of a child today, I feel like they don't have the freedom to really
be themselves. I think they're constantly measuring themselves against the very, very unnatural and unrealistic expectations from social media.
Yeah, but basically just freedoms, I suppose, would be not having to respond to a text message straight away.
Oh yes, I can't do that. I need to respond straight away.
But that's your wish, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
you
true.
have the freedom to respond straight away or not.
Yes.
That's so true.
I remember the first time, and this is about, big time freedom. I remember the first time I actually said no to something I would normally say yes to. My heart was racing like I had committed a crime. But once you discover saying no, it comes very late in life. But when it does, oh my God, it is so liberating.
Saying no means it brings a different level of freedom, I must say. I've discovered it and I love it.
Don't we all?
I also feel lucky to be in a society where we are free to say and do whatever we want, actually. There are countries where not just women, but the entire strata of society has no freedom.
Women are not able to get an education. They have no rights. Yes, there's a lot.
Yeah, we are lucky. I have to say, when I said it means different things to different people, that's what I had in mind because it's perspective.
No, I remember reading a brilliant book called I Am Pilgrim. It's massive, that book. But in that, there was this poor guy who spoke up against the powers that be and was publicly killed. So, this is fiction, but it's definitely based on a lot of facts.
Yeah, of
lots
course.
Yeah, that used to actually happen a lot. I, in fact, read somewhere recently that only about 20% of the world's population lives in countries that are rated fully free. We throw the word freedom around a lot, but globally, it's actually not the default experience. Simple things in life that you and I take as a given are actually just a dream in some other countries. A walk by yourself, especially as a female, being able to go out for a meal at night with a friend. Even just going to school for some is not something they are allowed. And we know there are countries that exist where this happens. Wearing what you want, reading, the list goes on, marrying a person of your own choice.
Oh, yeah.
Shocking as it is, these are some things that most people take for granted, but for some others, these are things they just wish that they could have, in life.
Yeah, I know, that's so true. And it's a bit unfortunate as well. I actually have some friends I grew up with from the same school, from the same city, and who haven't had the freedom to choose their career over their family and children. They had to succumb to cultural pressures and from in-laws, partners, families, and lead a life of dependencies. And these are women who had so much to offer. Even in Australia, for that matter, data from the ABS shows women still do majority of the unpaid care and domestic work.
I mean, domestic work is one thing, but the freedom
That
to...
we love.
Yes, we do, don't we? And I think Sangwe especially loves cooking, but yeah, let's not go there again.
Laundry is my favorite, of course, as we all know.
Freedom comes in different forms as well. Like, one of the things that I think both of you, Sangu and Neha, mentioned, that, the freedom not to have to cook. I must admit, I enjoy that freedom. When the kids are little, you're in the throes of full-time work. And also I feel freedom is also relative, don't you think?
I feel the freedom to work also comes with its own set of restrictions. I remember as a young migrant, I had a double glass ceiling to deal with. One as a woman, the other as a migrant.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Having said that, it's great to see that both these ceilings have been lifted a lot higher than they have, in the past. I love this. Progress.
Of course, yeah.
Well, you can say that about here, but I've lived in a very, so to say, progressive country for 2 decades, and you'd think that there's nothing that would stop anyone's freedom there. But financial freedom is scarce in such places where one spouse often has the bigger job and the other may follow the partner's career aspirations. Sometimes, in fact, more than sometimes actually, the imbalance results in financial and emotional chains for the trailing spouse. Unfortunately, if such relationships then part ways, the trailing spouse ends up having to leave the country sometimes, and often the children as well, or be at the mercy of the partner. I mean, both of these are unfair and unfortunate, and this happens a fair bit.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is you're saying finances don't bring freedom. Lack of freedom, I feel, goes hand in hand with abuse.
Absolutely, that's so true.
That's true.
Yeah, I remember the first time I heard the term financial abuse, I was taken aback, but also I thought, oh yeah, there should be a term like that, because some partners or spouses, they felt that they were controlled by the earning partner. And then, of course, with that came emotional stress, turmoil, all of that. It's good to see that, everyone's a bit more aware in every society now. And I feel financial independence brings a level of physical, emotional freedom that really can't be replaced by anything.
Oh my God, yes. I've seen both sides.
Yeah.
And I'm so with you on that.
Yeah, I don't think any one of us would trade it for anything. But we talk about freedom as this big abstract idea, but sometimes it's really practical. Time, money, opportunity, rest. Even in countries like ours, in Australia, there are still quite a few imbalances that shape how free we actually feel day to day. I think freedom isn't about escaping responsibility. Most of us have chosen our responsibilities, jobs, partners, kids, commitments, especially as women, I suppose. There's this quiet expectation to carry everything well. Be present at work, be present at home, be calm, be organized, be grateful, be a superwoman, really.
Which we all are.
Yeah.
Be skinny, go to the gym, eat healthy.
Look gorgeous, which we all do.
Yeah. Have a high-flying full-time job. And if you feel overwhelmed, you think something's wrong with you.
Maybe being fully present without apologizing for it, or not saying sorry for working or sorry for resting is something we all need to sort of learn to do.
Yeah, it's always a mental tug of war.
I know, isn't it just? I think it's getting quite serious here. So, on a lighter note, let's play a mini game.
Oh, yes, please.
So, this one's for Amita. Early morning workout or late night Netflix?
Okay, that's a very unfair question. Yeah, obviously early morning workout for me.
Of course, we can tell.
Be nice.
Big career win or a completely free Saturday?
A completely free Saturday? Who wants that? No, I want a big career win.
A family group chat muted. You dare say yes to that one. Or a work group chat muted.
Obviously, the family group chat, no. Work group, actually, I've got quite a few work chats muted. Oh no. Nobody knows about that though.
To Sangu, group holiday with friends or solo weekend away?
I actually want both.
Gosh, that's a bit greedy. Clean house or no emails for a week?
Definitely clean house.
Yeah, especially cleaned by a cleaner, I'm assuming.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
I've got my dreamy.
Meal prep queen or takeaway with zero guilt?
Are you seriously asking me this question?
No,
Definitely
I actually
take away
know
with
the
zero
answer.
guilt.
I don't know why.
Always take away with zero guilt. No guilt about that.
What, not cooking your healthy meals and salads? Son?
Healthy? What's that?
So what about you, Neha? Coffee in silence or coffee with chaos in the background?
Definitely coffee in silence. I'm not a morning person.
Okay. And what about school drop-off in PJs or fully dressed like you've got your life together?
Oh my God, can you not picture me fully dressed like I've got my life together? But a secret that I am, revealing on the podcast, definitely school drop-off in pajamas, and I have done that. Obviously driving, not walking.
Shame on you.
I did brush though.
What about unlimited budget for travel or unlimited childcare for a year?
Unlimited budget for travel and business class at that.
Oh yeah, let's not
Superficial,
slum
that's
it.
not me.
This one was a no-brainer, actually.
I know.
Yes. Actually, I have another one. Either of you can answer. What about 5 minutes alone in the car or 5 minutes alone in the bathroom?
Bathroom.
Car. Definitely. What about you?
Me? Definitely the bathroom.
Yes, I already knew that. God. So before we wrap up, what has been your takeaway?
My biggest takeaway here is that freedom in every form is precious. Whether it's freedom of speech, the freedom to be able to work, the freedom to wear whatever you want. That is a big one as well.
Or to not do the laundry or the dishes.
Yes, that's bigger than the freedom of speech,
Oh,
if you ask
absolutely.
me.
Yeah,
Of course.
most definitely. Sometimes actually it is simply choosing what fits your life right now in the moment.
Yeah, that's so true. If you take anything from today, let it be this. You're allowed to build a life that fits you, even if it looks different from someone else's, We'd love to hear what freedom means to you. Do send in your comments. Don't forget to share, follow and subscribe. 3 wheels, 1 direction.
Same channel.
Same sisters.
Same chaos.
See you next week.